So half of you had the writing the negative letter, bitching and complaining, and the other half had the gratitude, writing a letter to someone. Who wants to share? You don't have to read it if you don't want to, but,
I'll read it.
okay.
I want to thank my dog for the unconditional love that he provides, no matter the circumstances. From 6 weeks to 10 years old this weekend, you have never wavered. Thank you.
Very nice. How did that make you feel to write that to him?
I can't talk to him like that, so it made me feel great. Especially he's going to be 10 this weekend.
Wow, that's nice.
Boy, bad.
Where do you feel, or what do you feel? Can you capture what
Joy.
you feel and where?
Like, in here.
Okay, so you feel joy in being
Direct.
able to
Absolutely.
share. Okay. Who had a bitch letter?
Jen.
Jen, okay.
Just saying like that
Okay,
face.
so, yeah. So basically, I thought I was coming to an understanding with one of the bosses at my job that does the scheduling. You know, I always have
Yes.
this constant thing with scheduling. So I told her what I needed, you know, and she didn't do it. And I asked again politely, you know, it's been over like a couple of weeks, and I don't like going over people's heads because I try to respect her in her position, but I'm not getting what I want. So then I went over her head, and now I'm getting what I want, so now she hates me even more. So, I mean, I got what I wanted, great, but now like I'm gonna, you know, it's like she's a real petty boss, and she's gonna be bumping me, and I'll be bumping her, and it's gonna get back to where it was before. But I didn't wanna go over her head, but like, I need to get my needs fulfilled.
Okay. So when you're writing this or speaking about it, what do you feel?
It's like anxiety, because I know what's gonna happen with her. I know what's gonna happen at work between us now.
Okay. And
Because
where do
she
you
can't
feel
get rid
that?
of me, because I'm not going anywhere, and she's not going anywhere. But again, you're not getting rid of me, so now me and her are gonna have this thing where I'm not going anywhere, and you know it. You can't fire me, it's not gonna happen. And then you're not getting fired because you're my boss. So I'm like, just like, all right, here we go again.
Okay, so anxiety, and where do you feel it?
Probably my stomach, it's,
Who else? Okay.
Since I'm feeling a lot. I wrote to you in this class. I'm thankful for being here. Obviously, last class I mentioned how the story of my life. So I am thankful for being here, the moment. I'm thankful for meeting you when I did, and that our path didn't cross any sooner or any later. It was just perfect timing. And I'm really thankful for sharing your love and your magic.
Thank you. And what do you feel in an
I-
emotion?
I feel anxious and a lot of love. Like right here, like in my chest
But
right
not
now.
anxious like her.
No,
Anxious
more-
like excited.
More like,
Because I see it in your face.
yeah,
It's like glowing.
it's more like anxious as in like, I have so much love that like I feel this energy just wanting to like bust out of me.
Can I
So
say
that
something?
kind of.
I told you so.
I'm not your boss.
No,
I'm kidding. Stacy.
Thanks, Mom, for being difficult.
No, you have a negative.
Yeah.
Okay, so just in a nutshell, you wrote to your mom?
Mhm.
Okay, and what is your bitching about?
Oh my gosh. She would ask you to do it. Like, she'll call you at the last minute to do a favor for her. And of course, you can't say no. She's your buddy. So I would go ahead if I was.
I don't think my kids got that memo.
Yeah,
Did
really?
yours?
No,
Really?
no, I didn't get that.
Okay.
Even if I had something important to do, I'll just pause it. And then I'll go ahead and do what she asked. And then in return, she's never grateful. Well, I didn't want it done like that. Thank
Okay.
you.
How does that make you feel when she's not recognizing that you paused your life to take care of hers and yet she's not grateful but rather critical?
She's more like a queen bee. She likes it done her way. So it's like, oh.
But how do you feel
How do I
when that
feel? I would say annoying
annoying? Where do you feel that?
towards my head because I feel like it's about to burst.
Okay. So what did we learn? And this is a very, very small microcosm, mimicking the bigger research that was completed. What did we learn about the two groups?
That group had happy emotions were negative and like upsetting, and you felt them,
And you could see it in your face. The gestures were like, you were gonna be like Theseus and just freaking kill that Minotaur. Like you guys were like, with the knife, you didn't care that these big teeth, you were gonna kill it. And it just evoked all of this frustration and anger and anxiety. And it's interesting that you said the head and you said like your gut. Those are places where we carry a lot of stress. And both of them were closer to the heart center, which is where we tend to carry more of that love if we look at, you know, the needs. So, I mean, James lit up. It was like he was
like,
talking to that dog.
puppies and Dr. D.
Oh my God! I'm like, this one bursting with gratitude. I'm like,
With my Danielle.
so there was a study done, a large study, that tested what happened in the brain and what happened in the body emotionally and things like that, and in terms of health, emotional, mental health, when people shared a positive experience or wrote someone a letter of gratitude versus when they shared a negative experience or bitched and complained. And the study shows some great things.
Is that the puppy picture?
Not this particular study, wasn't the puppy picture, but the puppy picture evokes like these joy and this happiness, and when you see it in the MRI, these centers of pleasure just like light up like we're just happy, okay? So one of the things that I thought was beautiful when Ms. Bryant said that earlier about the play, that's part of what the labyrinth evokes. If you understand that there is a one way in and one way out, you know going in that you cannot get lost. Don't get me wrong. I have walked labyrinths, a specific labyrinth in Miami Lakes, where I walked and I got lost and I did not know how to get out, because that's the state of mind I was in. And I went to the middle and it had a bench and I sat there and I started crying. And my girlfriend walks up and I'm like, I got lost in the labyrinth. You can't get lost in the labyrinth, but I got lost because this is how I feel so lost. So don't get me wrong, it's going to evoke whatever it is that needs to come out. But you know that architecturally it is built like your brain, like your gut, to get you in and out of situations. This is a freaking nightmare, but this is what it is. So there's something about, and then of course the element of play, whether you decide to hit it, you know, hop and skip and jump. I've done labyrinth walks. I told you the one that I did in St. Pete, that it was a Halloween one, and it was built out of pumpkins, and I love fall and pumpkins. It was so awesome. There was another one that was lit with those little paper bags that have the candles or the lights inside. I've walked so many different ones. I've walked ones where they put the bells, and in the middle of the labyrinth you pick up and you do the bell. You know what? I've done one where you do the crystal bowl. You guys know the crystal bowl? No. Maybe I'll do this while you guys are walking. It's a vibration. These bowls are crystal bowls. They're made at the vibration of the chakras. Remember when I did the law of vibration, I said A, B, C, D like that. They're done to musical notes. And they resonate with different aspects. This is more of a solar plexus, the third chakra, in the gut, because that's the one that I find. So you can sing. There are people that do ceremony where this is what they do. They have all the different bowls. So I had one labyrinth where we were just looking at
No, I like that song.
I know.
Yeah, take it
It's
in.
meditative.
Mm-hmm.
Where there were bells and bowls all over, and during the walk, if you wanted, you just did the bowl. And so you saw people, and so you're walking and there's music. And,
4 minutes.
Okay. How?
Are you going to leave every time? Are you sure?
Yes, obviously I'm not sure. Because let's take this one. And then here's another one. You have your computer? Oh, we're gonna use her computer again. What?
Did that and then started laughing.
Oh. So you could, maybe we'll do that, maybe we'll bring these on the,
I was thinking of bringing I have a chakra tree that's, the core, it's like a whole crystal, and then the little tree. I was thinking of bringing it next time, so you guys can see it.
oh, cool.
It's really
This one is for vibration onto the chakra. It's not as loud. That one I usually work with crystals. And then this one, I don't know if this one will ring because it needs the bottom. Oh, it does. So we can bring these onto the, you could put anything on the labyrinth. And what's beautiful is that if you pick something up, I've done labyrinths outside where I've picked up flowers, where I've picked up rocks, and it's just whatever evokes. So it goes back to that milk the moment. What are you getting? What message are you getting? But let me tell you a little bit about gratitude.
Maybe we better stop there. 2 minutes.
Okay, let's